Good morning, everybody. Q&A video from our Bali series time. Look, sorry this has taken so long. Life, unfortunately, has been life since I got back. But better late than never. So, question one. What was our accommodation called and how can people book? So, look, the accommodation itself is called Accessible Villa G at Alora Villas. Now, it's actually privately owned, but there is a way of booking. Now, what you'll need to do is you'll have to contact a lovely lady called Made who lives there in Bali, and she will help you book it. Now, I will have the email and the links below, and I'm also planning on putting together a separate page on the 30-foot drops site where people can find places that we've seen and able to book through that way. So keep your eye out for that. Next one. What could we learn from the Balinese and the way they treated people? So, as I pointed out in one of my videos, one of the big things that we could really learn from the Balinese is what their immediate reaction is to people. So, in one of my videos, I pointed out that the Balinese differed very much in our attitudes because when they first meet somebody, especially those with a visible disability or impairment, their immediate reaction is to assume that you can do something until you show otherwise, or until they find out otherwise. Whereas in Australia, we tend to focus and just assume that somebody can't do anything until they prove otherwise. And that's really the big thing, because if you think about it, you're not going to try and do something that you know you can't, because you're going to hurt yourself or you're going to make a fool of yourself. So I really think that's an important thing to keep in mind. Next question. How was AirAsia to fly with? And the accessibility at both airports? Look, AirAsia was brilliant to fly with overall. They really were. Obviously, we had that little bit of trouble on the way back. Now, that was unfortunate. But on a whole, I actually found them really good. Their website's really well set up for accessibility. They explain things well. Their staff are well trained when it comes to when you log in and stuff like that. It was really good. One thing with Bali, of course, is that you got to remember it's a third world country, and when you fly with the cheaper airlines, there's a good chance that you're going to be not having an air bridge to get off. So, but the way that they set it up with their catering truck was brilliant, and it was really easy, and overall they did really well, and they were very helpful. Now, one thing that I have found out on the way back is that at Perth Airport, they've actually just started trialling a new contractor there. So, actually, I will cover that in another video because it will take a little while to explain, but I really want more people to know about it because it is an amazing thing that they're doing there. Next question. Could we stay at your villa with a big family group? Was it a bigger part of a bigger group of villas or hotels? So yes, you could. Basically, it was a part of a collection of a whole load of other villas, but that villa that we were staying in there was massive. It had 3 king-size rooms, and they were able to bring in more mattresses and trundle beds and stuff like that if needed. So yes, you definitely could. It was, as you saw from the videos, massive. Next question. Were the majority of restaurants and bars in Sanur accessible? Yes and no. So along the beachfront there where the path is, they do try their best to become accessible. But there is obviously a bit of misunderstanding. So yes, there is, and I found the accessibility better than other places like Legian, for example. It was definitely better than Legian. So, yeah, overall, as far as access in a third world country goes, Sanur was really good, and the Balinese themselves were really helpful. Here we go. How would you compare Sanur to other areas of Bali? So, look, the only areas of Bali, I will readily admit this was only my second visit to Bali. Last time I stayed in Legian and Kuta, and that was ridiculously busy and really hard to get around. Whereas Sanur is a lot quieter, it was a lot easier to get around, the people were friendlier. It wasn't as hot because there wasn't as many people around. overall, I much prefer Sonora, and I'll definitely be going back there again next time. Here we go. I love this last one. Are you able to stay in your chair on the plane, or do you have to be moved to a plane seat? Look, unfortunately, riding on a plane is not like being in a taxi. Planes have got very strict laws about the way that the seats have to be attached to the airframe. Because when you think about it, the takeoff and landing is actually quite a lot bumpier than most taxi rides. I've been on some which are definitely worse than the planes. But no, so you can't. So you have to be able to get transferred onto a seat, which can be quite annoying, especially as seats seem to be getting smaller and smaller. But air carriers are definitely getting better at doing this. Look, thank you all very much for your questions, your comments. I've got some amazing feedback from those videos, and I'm really pleased you guys enjoyed it. You know, it is great. I plan on doing a lot more videos about life as a quad, basically, to try and raise more awareness and to prove to people that, yes, having a major injury is a big thing. But you know what? You're still alive. And as long as you're alive, you've got a chance to be able to live your dreams. You have a chance to be able to keep moving forward. So, until next time, look after yourselves, look after each other, and hope you guys have a good Christmas break.